President Tinubu presents minimum wage bill to House of Representatives as Senate passes minimum wage bill in record time. 58 countries back Okonjo-Iweala for second term as World Trade Organization Director General. President seeks justice for slain woman in Kaduna. And on the foreign scene, death toll from Ethiopia landslide rises to 146. Hello, welcome to News Updates on Trust TV. I am Lilian Ogazi. And now to the news. The Senate has passed a new minimum wage bill for a third reading. The bill passed first on President Bola Tinubu's request, second debate on general principles, and third reading on Tuesday, all within an hour. The legislation seeks to raise the country's minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira. President Bola Tinubu had on Tuesday transmitted a national minimum wage bill to the National Assembly for consideration and passage. The president and the leadership of the organized labor had last Thursday agreed on 70,000 naira as a new minimum wage for Nigerian workers. 58 of the 164 member states of the World Trade Organization (WTO) members have voiced support for a proposal from the African group backing incumbent Director General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala to serve a second term. According to a statement by the World Trade Body, the 58 member countries of the Trade Association made this known at the July 22nd meeting of the WTO General Council. Okonjo-Iweala said she was very grateful for the support from members. The Director General said that she took the call of members very seriously and was favorably inclined. She said she would get back to members very soon regarding her intentions. Okonjo-Iweala, the 7th WTO boss, took office on March 1st, 2021 for a single term of 4 years, which will expire on August 31st, 2025. Residents of Kabala Road are still mourning the killing of a 27-year-old woman by an unidentified person at her residence on Friday evening. The deceased, simply identified as Aisha, who was found in a pool of blood in her room by neighbors, later died after being rushed to the hospital. Trust TV's Bello Musa, who visited the residence of the deceased, reports that neighbors of the deceased are still confused over the way and manner she was killed. The report.
Aisha and her husband are origin of Sokoto State, but relocated to the community about 7 months ago. Let Aisha, her husband, her 2 children and stepchildren live in this house. Baba Gana, a neighbor to Aisha, was among the first persons that saw Aisha in a cold blood.
We were at home when we heard that she was killed in her house. As a reserved person, her house is always locked, but we were told that someone forced himself into her room, stabbed her with a knife, and killed her. She was not dead at the time, so she was rushed to the hospital where she eventually died.
Sanu Umar, who was not at home when his wife Aisha was killed, was notified of the incident via phone. What happened has happened. I was not at home when I received a call that someone broke into my house and killed my wife. We are suspecting that the killer is a phone snatcher. The incident happened between 4 and 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Family members and well-wishers of late Aisha described her as one who lived in peace with her neighbors. She was a good wife and we never quarreled because she took good care of me. I pray that God will grant her soul eternal rest. Although the initial suspicion is that Aisha was killed by an unknown phone snatcher, community members, however, revealed that her phone was later found in the ceiling. Her phone was later found in the ceiling in the early hours of the next morning, so it is obvious that the person was not after her property. Although Aisha was killed on Wednesday evening, residents of the area who are still confused about the way and manner she was killed are demanding a thorough investigation by the police.
Gaskiya maganan zargi ba zan ce maka ga wanda ake zargi ba yanzu.
It is now left for the authorities concerned to swing into action and find the culprit, because there were evidence like the knife and the blood stains.
Ga wasu abubuwa, ga jini, har an ce ya fara bushewa.
The husband and the entire family are now in Sokoto, where they joined other family members and friends to mourn the departed Aisha. While confirming the incident, the Public Relations Officer of the Kaduna State Police Command, ASP Masur Hassan, said the Commissioner of Police has ordered a full investigation into the incident in order to arrest the suspect. Bello Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
Now moving over to Akwa Ibom State, where the State Police Command says it has rescued 10 pregnant women from a baby factory operated by a 56-year-old suspect, Eunice Eze. The Commissioner of Police, Wahid Ayilara, disclosed this while briefing newsmen at the police headquarters in Nikodak Banabia in Uyo on Tuesday. Ayilara said the suspect, who specializes in running a baby factory at World Bank Estate in Owerri, was arrested on July 15th at 4:30 p.m. through actionable intelligence. The commissioner says that the police also arrested a wanted kidnapper in the state. He said that the kidnapper and his group had been responsible. You want to Trust TV News? We're going to a quick break. Just stay, we'll be right back. We apologize for that sudden timeout. Now moving back to the news, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps Adamawa State Command has apprehended a 24-year-old man, Awal Saleh, for his alleged involvement in the vandalization of a public transformer and theft of insulating oil. According to the NSCDC, Saleh was arrested during a surveillance operation targeting critical national assets and infrastructure. At the time of his arrest, he was found in possession of 10 jerrycans with 4 containing insulation oil. The suspect, a resident of Sangerefutu in Gere local government area, is believed to have cooperated with other individuals, including one known as Daddy, who is currently at large. Investigations have also revealed that an individual referred to as Alaji from Song local government area may be involved in purchasing the stolen oil. The NSCDC has appealed to the public for support in bringing the remaining suspect to justice and combating the vandalization of public infrastructure in the state. Moving over to Ogun State, where the Independent Electoral Commission in Ogun has disassociated itself from a purported local government elections timetable during the rounds that it would hold local government elections in October. This was in reaction to a news item circulating online alleging emanating from it tagged Notice of the Year 2024 Local Government Elections in Ogun State. The news item quoted the chairman of the commission, Babatunde Osibodu, saying that elections into the 20 local governments and 236 wards in the state will be conducted on 26 October 2024. The State Electoral Commission, however, said that no date has been agreed upon or fixed for the conduct of the elections in the state. It described the circulating information as the handiwork of fake news merchants, urging the public to disregard it. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has declined to nullify the primary election that produced Asue Ighodalo as candidate of the People's Democratic Party for the impending governorship election in Edo State. In a unanimous decision by a 3-man panel, the appellate court dismissed an appeal that was filed by the embattled Deputy Governor of the state, Philip Shaibu. While dismissing the appeal for lacking in merits, the court said it found no reason to set aside the May 27 judgment of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which refused to invalidate the governorship primary elections the PDP conducted in Edo State based on the suit by the appellants. The appellate court also awarded a cost of 1 million naira against Shaibu in favor of the respondents in the matter. Resident doctors of Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital, ABUTH Zaria, have suspended the 5-day warning strike embarked upon on Monday. Ashiru Mikhail, Vice President of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, told journalists in Zaria on Tuesday that the strike was suspended following amicable resolution with the hospital management. He agreed that already the resident doctors had resumed work at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. Now, according to him, the strike was suspended following a marathon meeting between the association and the management of ABUTH. The vice president said the meeting had also taken measures to curtail further industrial disharmony between the association and the ABUTH management. This is news update coming to you from Trust TV. Coming up, Lagos residents call for reinforcement of Saturday sanitation exercise. This and more when we return Tuesday. You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is news update coming to you from Trust TV. Let's take a look at our headline stories again. President Tinubu presents minimum wage bill to House of Representatives as Senate passes minimum wage bill in record time. 58 countries back Okonjo-Iweala for second term as World Trade Organization Director General. Now back to the news. The Joint Tax Board has commended the Adamawa State government for ensuring the efficient utilization of resources meant for the people. The secretary of the board, Olusegun Adesokan, while leading a delegation to the government house in Yola, said Governor Ahmadu Umaru Finti's administration is an example of a disciplined government utilizing taxpayers' money properly. The secretary revealed that the Joint Tax Board is in Adamawa for its regional training on tax businesses to ensure effective and efficient tax collection. Adesokan highlighted the importance of leveraging technology to improve tax collection with a focus on progressive taxation, where the poor pay less and the rich and large corporate organizations are taxed more. Governor Ahmadu Umaru Finti, represented by his Chief of Staff, Dr. Edgar Amos, expressed the government's gratitude for the collaboration that has been working for it over the years. While commending the board for taking training and technology seriously, the governor emphasized that beyond the collection, they must tackle corruption and minimize loopholes in the tax business. Residents of Lagos State have urged the state government to implement laws emphasizing the importance of maintaining a clean environment for public health and overall well-being. To this end, they want the government to reinforce the monthly Saturday sanitation exercise in order to keep the environment clean. Trust TV's Aishat Abdullahi reports.
There have been concerns about the effectiveness of environmental laws without proper enforcement. According to the residents, with effective implementation and collaboration between the government, market management and other relevant stakeholders, efforts to keep the state clean and healthier will reap better results.
As the Lagos State market here, they used to do their own environmental on Thursdays, but that Thursday is not enough. At least let the management of the market, help government. I think to make sure that environment is very good and clean, because environment, when your environment is neat, you cannot contact sickness or disease. So environment is a health. So I advise the market leaders and the organization and the people around, let them help the government to begin to sanitize the environment, because they are doing it, they are not helping the government also, they are helping themselves.
Yeah, it's very good. Aside from having it every Thursday, last Saturday of every month is also good, so that unlike now, there are issues of cholera, there are issues of Lassa fever and what have you. So if they can implement it by after the Thursday environmental and then have it at the end of the month, it is very good. You know, it will enhance, then force people to keep the environment clean, and then when the environment is clean, healthier the people becomes.
It can help a lot, because all those plastic, all those water bottles, empties that blocks all those drainage, if they can pack it every Saturday, if water comes, it can have a way to flow down.
With the raining season already at its peak, They believe that apart from addressing issues of aesthetic and health, environment impacts like flooding will be addressed with proper desilting of gutters and drainages. The community is calling on market leaders, stakeholders and residents to collaborate with the government in ensuring more cleanliness and also promoting public health in the states. Aisha Abdullah for Trust TV Lagos.
The organized private sector on Monday warned against a hike in interest rates as the Central Bank of Nigeria's Monetary Policy Committee continues its meeting in Abuja today. The Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise called on the Apex Bank to exercise caution in rising interest rates. The Chief Executive Officer of CPPE, Dr. Muda Yusuf, emphasized the need for a restrained approach to interest rate hikes while acknowledging the CBN's effort to stabilize the economy. Yusuf stressed the importance of minimal increases to avoid further burdening the private sector. This is the fourth MPC meeting of 2024, and at the end of every meeting before now, the committee has increased benchmark interest rates in a bid to tame the rise in inflation. The last increase was in May, when the monetary policy rate was hiked to 26.25% from 24.75%. The governor of CBN, Olayemi Cardoso, had explained that at different times that members of the committee were committed to taming inflation. Now to stories outside Nigeria. The death toll from a landslide in southern Ethiopia has risen to at least 146, a local officer said on Tuesday, warning that the number could rise. The landslide occurred around 10 a.m. on Monday following heavy rains in a mountainous area of South Ethiopia regional state. The last toll given was 55. A statement from Gopher Zone Communication Affairs Department quoting local official Haptamu Fitina said the bodies of 96 men and 50 women have been found. Images shared on Facebook by the state-affiliated media outlet on Monday showed hundreds of people near a devastating scene of tumbled red soil. Gopher Zone is roughly 50 kilometers from the capital Addis Ababa, a drive of about 10 hours and located north of the Maize National Park. Ugandan police have detained several demonstrators in the capital Kampala on Tuesday as scattered anti-corruption rallies began, despite banned by authorities. President Yoweri Museveni, who has ruled the East African country with an iron fist for almost 4 decades, had warned the demonstrators at the weekend that they were playing with fire. On the eve of the rally, Ugandan authorities had cracked down on the opposition besieging the headquarters of the National Unity Platform of former presidential candidate Bobi Wine and arresting several of his party MPs. Police were out in force across Kampala on Tuesday, with police spokesman Kitu Marusoke saying the authorities will not allow a demonstration that will risk peace and security of the country. Several protesters were arrested as small rallies began. And in sport, Nigeria's queen of track and world record holder of the 100 meters women hurdles, Tobi Amushan, has been named Team Nigeria flag bearer for the opening ceremony of the 2024 Paralympics. She becomes the first athlete from athletics in 20 years since Mary Onyali at the Athens 2004 Games to have such an honor. In another appointment, the Nigerian Olympic Committee also announced badminton male star Anu Oluopo Okpeyori as a general team captain for Nigeria in Paris. Nigeria is scheduled to compete in athletics, badminton, basketball, boxing, canoeing, cycling, football, table tennis, taekwondo, weightlifting, and wrestling at the Summer Olympics from 26 July to 11 August 2024. A total of 88 athletes will represent the nation in different sports. Togolese forward Frank Mwawena has signed a new deal at Remo Stars until June 2025. According to report, the forward has no plans to leave, has a free agent, and wants to stay after he rejected several approaches to continue in Ikene Mwawena. Signed a 1-year contract extension with the Ikene side, keeping him with the Sky Blue Stars for the 2024-2025 MPFL season. With that, we've come to the end of News Updates here on Trust TV. Do well to follow us across all our social media platforms for more news, programs, and documentaries. Thanks for watching. I am Lilian Ogazi. Bye for now.